Hey folks, good morning. Joe Mangiacotti here, reminding you to join me at 6 a.m. this morning on AM 830 WCRN and AM 730 WACE. That's right, man, what a week. You know, the show had a lot of prep work done and we were ready to go. And then Martha McCullen has an interview with the former CEO of Overstock.com. And he tells some tales. He drops a bombshell. And of course, the question, it's all going to be spin now. Is this guy off his rocker? What's going on? When you think about it, it's actually a beautiful situation. He comes out with this story about the whole Russian collusion investigation, what the FBI was doing, and it makes sense, actually. It fits a lot of pieces, he answers a few questions, and he says, they're going to destroy me. I was told straight up. He resigned, as president or chair of Overstock.com, because he knew that they would go after that company. So either this is one of the most selfless, courageous acts of a private businessman and citizen that we've seen in a very long time, or woohoo, I believe in the guy. What we need to do is to see who comes out in support of him and what he had to say. And it's just amazing how much his story matches what we've already known now and how it fits and connects dots. And even the woman, right? So Bettina, who is the Russian spy who didn't register as a Russian spy and is now in prison for that, who should hate him on every level, is saying, yeah, he's actually legit. This is up. He invoked Warren Buffett's name, that he talked to Warren Buffett, and Warren Buffett said, hey, you got to come forward with this, and you need to do that. Anyway, we'll talk about this. We'll try to break it down and interpret that, because he's like 56-year-old multi-millionaire bachelor, and self-proclaimed hippie. So his interview with Martha was a little all over the place and a little convoluted at times, and he jumped a lot. But if you just followed it and you'd say, okay, and there was a few times he started to talk too much. I think he did talk too much. He even said, those powers to be are already going to be upset. There is an X, Y, and Z. I know who their names are. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, please go check it out. It is on our Joe Mangiacotti radio show page on Facebook. Just go check that out. You have to see that. All right, that aside, a lot coming up. Of course, handling change at 7:30. We're going to hear from Brian Carpenter of One Worcester Homes, as we do on the fourth Saturday of the month, and he's just going to give us kind of a market update and where things are at, and that's always good to know. Other than that, I have Deborah Drew from Massachusetts Log Cabin Republicans joining us in studio. And we're going to talk about a couple things, right? We've got the Louisiana governor out there with some issues on abortion, and Trump's doing a great job. And by the way, there are only, and as a medical doctor, I'll tell you, there are only two genders. Well, I'd like to know what somebody from the conservative or the Republican LGBTQ wing has to say about his comments and what that has to do. Plus, by the way, the National Lincoln, or rather Log Cabin Republicans, endorsed Trump this past week. And I'm using air quotes for endorsed because two members penned it, endorsed it, and then several other high-ranking members in the Belt area are saying, I wasn't asked about this. I didn't sign on this. I certainly don't endorse them. And a matter of fact, they've gone so far as to resign from the Log Cabin Republicans and distance themselves. Don't even use my name involved with the LCR anymore. So what say you? What's the deal on that? But you can join the conversation starting at 6 a.m. at 508-871-7000, 508-871-7000. We do have a text line available, 617-287-8388. Text, and you can email Text Joe on the radio if you want to send something in. It just puts everything in one place, and it's a lot easier for us to respond on air. But my apologies for the driving to the station video opposed to in the studio, the home station or home studio. It's sometimes you just don't have that time in the morning, guys, and I'm solo. That's another announcement. We'll have some news about Woofstock and Pet Rock coming up in September. So those are two great events which we've been to in the past. WCRN has been there, and of course my sidekick Teddy Goodpop has also always attended. You just see the light turn green, right? All right, there we go, folks. So 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. on WCRN, live streaming on TuneIn. Just punch in WCRN, and there you go. You can take us anywhere. I'm Joe Mangiacardi, and we'll see you on the radio.